Good evening, everybody. I'm here, Ravi Shrivastava.
Ji?
Good evening. How have you been, Sajal?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
That's good.
Galaxy J5 Pro. Can I have your attention, please? Ila Dhuplia. Yeah. Well, my question to you that you have been attending a lot of my classes. I always see you, and I would really like to know what is your motivation to come to my class. Then there is Ila. You also come again and again. And Kirta, I've not seen that every time you were there, but yes, you are there. I just want to know what is the motivation that brings you to my class. Yeah.
In my case, I just love listening to you, and I just want to whatever goes in, and I love listening to your recordings, and I just want to self-develop basically. I just want more understanding.
Yeah. Okay.
Not specifically scientifically, because I think that might be beyond me, but I'm just trying to understand the Bhagavad Gita, and I want to adapt as much as I can into for myself, just for a spiritual life. I just want the understanding basically. Yeah, and I just want to do as much as I can for the benefit of being just a good human being. I
Yeah.
just have that
Yeah.
interest, so I join all the wherever I see a Bhagavad Gita class or anything. I just try and just so for my understanding. I know that I can't adapt everything into my life, but whatever I can, I'd like to.
Wonderful. And it's just that in last couple of years, I really was, as I had been telling you earlier, also got very excited with the new concept of the Bhagavad Gita that I had been reading, and I started to incorporate along with science, and that's what keeps me busy. But I was wanting to make Gita even more simple because I found that there are so many things which start to happen, and we see something, but we are unable to assimilate it. We are unable to actually connect things together. So my attempt from last time is that
brought to our attention with the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system,
yeah,
and how it can heal oneself and others if I can benefit from it in that way.
yeah,
I would be very appreciative. But I must say, I have understood quite a bit more
yeah,
than I understood previously, because I did do the Bhagavad Gita online just for the Sanskrit pronunciation with online classes.
right.
And I also need to go back and read it and understand it better. I just did one reading with them, which was still quite superficial for me.
Mhm.
I need to delve deeper into it. So this was an ideal opportunity for me to look at it from another angle.
Yeah.
And it's good that it's been brought to me early in my development with the Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, great, great.
Thank you.
I'm very happy, but I'm very sure that at least from last session, you will find a definite change. And today we are bringing another change. We are bringing in practical exercises, which they appear to be very simple, but they have a very great significance. And this is what we are going to bring it out today. This is what we are going to bring it out today. Yeah, hi, Ila. So,
Hello, Raviji. Thank you so much for all these sessions that you're doing. And
yeah,
I've been reading, and I do Gita classes following the Chinmaya, Swami Chinmayanand's Gita. And I
yeah,
find, and I've been doing it for 13 years now.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
understanding what it is quite complex. Gita is complex, but you have, and the way, like all three of you exactly said what I am thinking of, that I want to develop it in my life. And you
Right.
said simplicity. And with the science that you incorporating, the way you are explaining Gita is making so much sense to me. Like, why? Otherwise, it's difficult. Like just to say, just pray to God and a miracle will happen. No, it's a miracle has to happen within your body by making the changes.
You got it. You got it. That miracle has to happen within your body. And
Yes.
one of the very exciting topic which I am wanting to speak on, that the entire universe, for example, I'll start from the science. Entire universe is contained in an atom.
Yes.
And I'll tell you how all the four forces of nature and how the all particles and everything, the basic building blocks are there. In exactly the same way, the entire universe is contained within our own self.
Yes.
But the difference between an atom and us is this: who am I? The difference is that the universe exists in consciousness. Unfortunately, science did not look into consciousness.
Right.
Looked into consciousness. And when we say Aham Brahmasmi, main Brahm hu, it only is saying that I contain within myself the entire universal experience.
Yes.
So the experiences are divided into waking, dreaming, and sleep states of consciousness.
Right.
And then the transcendental state of consciousness. There is no other experience beyond these four states. And once you have experience of the fourth state, that is the transcendental state of consciousness, then you say, Aham Brahm.
Yes.
See, this is how it is. But we have to push ourselves there because we are constantly bombarded by, because in Bhagavad Gita, what has been done? Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra, we said
Right.
the external field is connected to the self through the mind.
Right.
And the internal field, the field of buddhi or consciousness, is connected to the soul. Soul is the essence of all. And
Yes.
that's where the difference that you will notice, as she's saying, she's learned it for 13 years or what, you
Yeah.
will find that right in the very beginning, we have encapsulated the Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra ideas, married them together, and then the development of the thought is taking place.
Right.
That is the kind of a difference.
Yes. And I like
So,
listening to you. I love science and it's so
thank,
logical.
thank
The way
you.
you're explaining it, it makes so much sense and makes it so much simple. And that simplicity is what I'm looking for. Like otherwise it's too complex, like so many things to consider. It doesn't make sense. You get confused
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
So
thank
that
you so much for everything. Thank
you're,
you.
Yes, thank
you're,
you.
and Anuradha, I know about you. I think I have been interacting with you, so I won't ask you any question just now. And let's begin. And
Sir, I also have a question today.
yeah,
Sir,
please.
you have talked about conscious mind and subconscious mind. So I want to ask that what is the difference between conscious mind and subconscious mind? How they are different?
Very good. It's a very
It's a
interesting question.
complex question.
Any anybody would like to take a dig at it, some explanation. You think that you know what is subconscious mind and what is conscious mind. Okay, so देखो बेटा, you have learned everything. You learned to walk, you learned to talk, and when you started to walk, now you have a zing and you have your own way of walking. But when you started to walk, you were consciously walking. Everybody told you, look here, do this way, do that way, or you learn to drive your car. And when you learn to drive your car, you were all the time consciously learning. Press the
Hmm.
brake, press the clutch, release the clutch. Now you change. Now you do this, everything. What were you doing? Consciously, you were learning. Am I right?
Yes, yes, you are right.
But what happened once you learned? Now when you walk, you don't even bother to say, "Okay, oh, take the right foot forward, now left foot forward, now you swing like this." Nothing.
Yes.
Everything has been stored in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
The subconscious mind, which I had been teaching you and telling you, it's known as chitta, the field of consciousness.
Yeah.
Everything is now being controlled by whom? Subconscious mind. So when you are doing this in the subconscious mind has taken possession of you. So I sit down to eat, I talk, I listen, I drive. Anything and everything that you learned is assimilated and stored in your subconscious.
Subconscious mind. Yeah.
In the subconscious mind, whatever you had learned has also created emotions. So you have all kinds of emotions, you have all kinds of stories, and we keep on talking about this again and again. We have tragedies, we have traumas, we have a story
Yeah.
to tell, we are sad, we are happy. It's all stored in your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
Very difficult about everything has been and subconscious mind has taken care, taken you prisoner. This is corrupt. This is corrupt.
Okay.
कौरवों ने क्या किया? वो जो है propensities है, वो negative टेंडेंसीज हैं. पॉजिटिव भी होती हैं, माइंड में पॉजिटिव टेंडेंसीज भी हैं. तो पॉजिटिव टेंडेंसीज कौन है? पॉजिटिव टेंडेंसीज 5 पांडव हैं. The 5 Pandavas are the positive tendencies. Now, 5 Pandavas belong to, they are the progenies of Pandu, which means पावर ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेटिव इंटेलिजेंस. हो गया ना? वो डिस्क्रिमिनेटिव इंटेलिजेंस, इसका मतलब बुद्धि, इसका मतलब कॉन्शियसनेस.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. So you are driving your car.
Hmm.
The car is being driven by the subconscious mind. You are listening to music, you are attending phone calls. If somebody is sitting with you, you are chatting, you are looking out, and everything is happening. Suddenly you come to a crossing, red light.
Okay. Yeah.
Who will press the brake? Not the
think-
let's say for some time, subconscious mind has pressed the brake.
Yeah.
But you'll go straight, left, or right.
This is a conscious decision.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what the conscious decision is. So when you take that conscious decision, this is the conscious mind working. So 96 to 98% of the time, the subconscious mind has taken possession of you. But this subconscious mind can be overpowered by the conscious mind. The problem of life is that we are totally controlled by the subconscious mind. वो जो subconscious mind है, वो जो subconscious mind है, that is the problem, because we have stored so much in the subconscious mind. And I had explained this, that the software is what? Man, buddhi, ahankar, and chitta.
Parent Chit. Yeah.
Mind is the screen on which the projections are made by
Start
5
coming.
perception.
Yeah. Right.
Whatever is there, how to dissect it, discriminative intelligence is buddhi, intellect. Intellect says what it is, and it tells to me self. And self, whatever sees, stores it into the subconscious mind, which is chitta. Chitta mein store ho gaya. But wo story doesn't end here, because that storage device has this habit of projecting everything on the screen of the mind all the while. So the problems are there. You have to control it there. So your subconscious mind, conscious mind, both are with you. The conscious mind citadels have been overrun by the subconscious mind. You feel helpless. So the advice is use your conscious mind. But the conscious mind, as per the story of Mahabharata, has been subjugated. It has been made a slave. All the kingdom of the Pandavas has been usurped by the subconscious mind. What do? You have to rise. You have to rise and say, hey, this kingdom is mine. The kingdom of God is within you. It's my. What is God? He is bliss, joy, happiness. I want that. But the subconscious mind has already made you a slave. And because it has made you a slave, now what do? Isn't it? तो हमारे पास power of conscious mind hai.
But we don't know how to use it.
Yes, we don't know
This
how
is
to
the
use it,
problem.
and this is what I'm teaching you now. So, sweetheart, last Saturday I started with the exercise.
Yeah.
What was the first exercise? अब देखो क्या है. Please pay, everybody, please pay attention. Why? Because I told you an exercise. You think, oh my God, this is a useless kind of exercise. You sit down, you do this. No. We are bringing out to you something which is so very profound, but we don't know. See, nobody pointed it out to us. Nobody told me I have to do this, right? So first tell me, what did we do in our first exercise? I told you to sit in a position and chin parallel to the ground.
Parallel to the ground, back straight.
Back straight. And everything had a significance. Because if you have been reading Bhagavad Gita, then you know everything has significance. Why should I sit? Why should my chin be like this? And now I said, please tell me to everybody that what was learned in the exercise
So
number
when I closed my eyes, then I realized that thoughts, I can see my thoughts.
Hmm.
Like I'm not involved with them. I was far away from them. I was just watching my thoughts.
Ah, you
Yeah.
started to watch the thoughts. And
Hmm.
what was the important thing I told you about the thoughts? What you have to, how do you have to watch?
I have to watch like I have to close my eyes and I have to watch my thoughts by focusing on this.
No, 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 no.
My
We never came to the focusing. I had said you watch your thoughts as if you are standing on your balcony and seeing the traffic.
Okay, yeah. As if I am on my terrace and seeing the traffic jam. Yeah.
And then what did you feel? How did you feel?
I am I feel very relaxed that time, that I am not involved with my thought.
You were not involved with the thought. You felt a separation between you and the
Me
thought.
and my thoughts. Yeah.
Now, see, when you were doing this, suddenly it was a conscious decision by you.
Hmm.
Because we had talked about how an object is seen by the eye, how the eye is seen by the mind, how mind is seen by me, right? And then we
Right.
wanted to say, who am I, me? Like, who's this me? I don't know who this me is. The rest of the things are no one. That's where we begin. So that was exercise number one. In the second part, what did we do?
You said me to do relax my neck and
Yeah.
my shoulders and to just relax my all muscles.
Yeah.
So
Relax your body.
I was unable my body as in a relaxation mode.
Yeah, you went into a
Yeah.
relaxation mode. So
Yeah.
what happens in the second part when we close our eyes, when we begin to now consciously release the tension in the back of our neck,
Neck.
in the shoulders, in the chest region, then we begin to feel restful.
Yeah.
When you began to feel restful,
Yeah, I'm trying listening.
you
Hello.
liked it or didn't? Did you like it or not like it?
No, I love it.
You loved it. So
Yeah.
now see,
Hmm.
now consciously, you start to look at the restfulness in your body.
Yes, sir.
When you start to look restful in the body, you will be surprised in less than 10 minutes that rest will keep increasing.
Yeah.
What does the rest do? It will activate your vagus nerve. You will go
Okay.
into rest and digest mode. You will go to rest and digest mode, and you say, hey, my God, I'm liking it. Toxins are getting diluted.
Yeah.
Toxins are getting diluted. And this is what is going to happen. And now we go to the third part of the exercise, right?
Right.
The subconscious mind
Hmm.
is throwing all kinds of thoughts, emotions, and feelings.
Yeah.
And you took a conscious decision of sitting like this,
Hmm.
making a view. View means formation to
Yeah.
fight the negative tendencies, which we called in the Bhagavad Gita.
Hmm.
व्यूढ़ाम पांडु पुत्राणाम तो व्यू बनाया व्यू कैसे बनाया this is the position I have taken formation of my gland formation of my chakras and when I have done that then now I am consciously making an effort to gain the kingdom that I had lost and what
Yeah.
that kingdom is my joy of life experience of joy of my life. Very, very simple, very extremely simple exercise. So in the third step, we are now collecting all the positive tendencies, positive that we have to fight the 100 negative, हो गया ना? कितना simple. Again, you sit down. What I'm going to do through her, I will give this. So please focus attention, and I think everybody is going to understand and see how. Okay, fine. So connect. You are sitting in a comfortable position.
Yes.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Then just observe. No focusing. Nothing. You are just observing thought. Many people they'll be feeling some sensation in the body. Just feel it. They are there. And when you keep experiencing this, then you will find it'll not happen immediately. It'll take some little bit of time, little bit of practice, that you will begin to feel a separation between you and the thought. Now give a suggestion. I am happy, I'm feeling relaxed. Release the tension on the neck, at the back, the shoulders, the chest bones, or feel wherever the awareness is going. Awareness means it's just flowing. Energy is flowing. Energy is flowing without any effort. Now focus on the breath. The breath is coming from your nostril. Observe the breath. Focus means observe the breath on your nose. The breath is coming and going. I will make no effort to breathe. Don't focus your attention, but you will notice that the breath, you are away from your breath. You are unable to focus attention. Focus means you are unable to observe the breath. Some thoughts, they keep rushing in and your attention is diverted. In other words, consciously you are now unable. This is the time when you come back to the breath. A thought will come, oh, I'm not looking at my breath. I'm not observing my breath. And then slowly bring your attention back to the breath. All right. Slowly open your eyes.
I want to do more.
Currently, we are in a class and therefore,
Okay, yeah.
but but my suggestion is please take 10 to 15 minutes doing these exercises. This is merely the beginning. When we start to see these things on YouTube, everybody will say this is why wow exercise this that it is. But the way subconscious mind has taken possession of our conscious abilities, we are slaves.
Yeah.
The subconscious mind has pumped in huge amount of toxin and cortisol. It has created deformities both on structural and chemical level. So when we see a blood report coming to us in the later parts of our lives, we find, oh my God, there's so many imbalances. And those imbalances are the result of this subconscious mind. So if you are looking for healing, if you are looking for all these things, it's a doable, it is possible, but you will have to make effort. There are no shortcut. There are no shortcut. You have fever, you take a crocin or whatever medicines which are available, Dolo and whatnot, you'll be all right. But when you have other diseases like you have cancer, you have diabetes, you have this, that, it's a long procedure. Each one of us are suffering from a cancer. And therefore we have to make great effort. Medicines cannot erase or take out this, but only way in which everything can be erased is by spiritual practices. If you start doing these spiritual practices, huge number of things will start to change for you. Physiologically, psychologically, and needless to mention, spiritual. Because we have misunderstood, or have not been told, we have not been educated. You all must be having children, family, but they are happily unaware that what is waiting for you in later part of the life. And some of the young people, young boys and girls, they are suffering so much. There's so many things at the age of 40, 45 are manifesting, that suddenly they say, "Ah, life has become hell." It's happening to so many people. And therefore, what is very, very important is that we must start some kind of spiritual practices right in the beginning of our life. It's a life insurance premium that you pay. When you are young, the life insurance premium is very small. But as you grow on years, the premium becomes bigger. And in India, if you are 60, sorry, now nobody is going to charge you any premium because you will not be insured. There is no insurance available for you. Why? Because he said, yeah, what can I do? You are already done. So, but for spirituality, I'll say any time of any age, anything is not possible. So what I would suggest that not only you, but your, let's say, children, your relatives, friends, you must start whatever you want to do now. Why? Because we have to create a balance between it is not a spiritual, it is the part where the control lies. And this is what I had been telling in last couple of lectures in the Bhagavad Gita, that the control lies in the Dharmakshetra, the field where the controls are. Just like the theory of creation, I'm talking of a scientific angle, theory of creation, we go to the particle levels of the atom. In the particle levels of the atom, suddenly we realize, oh my God, everything is getting constructed from these fundamental particles. Standard table, these are the 16, 18 particles from where the life begins or the matter begins. Spirituality teaches us exactly this. Bhagavad Gita, fortunately, is nothing, but it starts from there. It has identified the thought that this is what it is, and methodologies have been taken out from there. Kashish Verma, when you were
Yes,
doing,
sir.
what were you doing? What were you?
I was focusing on my breath.
Breath. What is breath?
Pran.
Pran. What is breath? Pran. Then,
Yeah.
who's Bhim in the five Pandavas?
Um,
There are five
uh,
Pandavas. Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev,
I
Bhim,
yeah, yeah.
Yudhishthira. Huh.
Bhim represents Vayu, means air.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And pranayam. You get that?
yeah, I get
When
that.
we start to talk consciously, you have brought Bhim to your rescue.
Yeah,
And बताओ सब जनों को बताओ, what does
and
Bhim do?
and you all have noticed that only Bhim killed 100 Kauravas,
देखा?
and 100 Kauravas represents 100 negative tendencies. So when we
Good.
take in Bhim, Bhim killed all our 100 negative tendencies.
Has the capacity to kill the 100
Yeah.
negative tendencies.
Hmm.
अब देखो, she has started to understand these things. That Bhim has killed the
Yeah.
negative tendencies, and these negative tendencies is what we want to kill. Now you say, hey, you only wanting to say you do this, something will happen. Yeah, of course something will happen, because you have invited Bhishan Bhim, that means fearful Bhim, which kills the 100 negative tendencies of the mind.
Yeah.
So we had given Sandhi Vichhed for Bhim. Bhim is a Sanskrit word. It has got two roots. One is Bhi and second is Ma. Ma represents the mind, the subconscious mind, and Bhi represents big. Bhishan, which is fearful being. So the beam had killed all the 100 Kauravas, and needless to mention that the Pandavas, then they won the war. We are not talking about that war. It was a very long story and not relevant here. So here it is. We are currently saying I will go into this I business. Our problem is that the mind has five afflictions. These five afflictions are avidya, asmita, rag, dvesh, and abhinave. Avidya means wrong knowledge. Once you do not have the right knowledge about a thing, then your basic premise is wrong. And that is known as avidya. In the context of Bhagavad Gita, the mind, why do we say mind's affliction? Because mind is directed, or rather being governed by five senses of perception. The five senses of perception are located on the outer periphery of our body. They can only look out. So let's look at something like scientifically, which we'll understand, then we'll understand the significance. When you are looking out, you are looking into the classical field of physics. What does it mean? I'm looking at the table, I'm in the chair, this light, this laptop, all these things which are there, I'm experiencing through this, but it cannot. The classical physics cannot look inside the atom. Why? Because in atom, there is an electron, there is a neutron proton pair, and when we dissect neutron proton pair, there's up quarks and down quarks, and when we go beyond that, there are virtual particles, and classical physics cannot deal with it. So a new physics is created, which is known as quantum physics. So we have quantum physics exactly in the same way, when we are talking of the Mahabharata or this, the two forces are one which is looking inside, the inside forces. The inside forces is where the control is. Inside forces are responsible for creation of everything. That's where the control is. So when you want to cure yourself, the physical body, then you have to go inside. So when we say avidya is mind can only look at outside and believe what is true. Believe that this is what the truth is. However, the inner forces are the forces of the power of discriminative intelligence. They are connected to the soul. Soul is the only reality. So the mind, when you think from the mind, when you are in control of the mind, then you are basically having avidya, wrong knowledge. You do not know the truth. Is the world real? We see a lot of articles, we listen to a lot of YouTube videos. Is this world real? What is the reality? So they are all looking for a black cat in a dark room, which is not there. That is avidya. This mind's cause. Because it is avidya, the avidya says matter, taste, touch, smell, sight, hearing. So only five senses of perception, then matter. And that matter is connected to me. Now this me, what is this me? I is Aham Brahmasmi. That's the truth. I am the ultimate. I am the essence. I have the power. But suddenly you have an I sense. And that I sense is that I get associated. What had I said? The signals are sent to the screen of the mind. Those are dissected by the buddhi, power of discrimination, power of consciousness, presented to the eye. Eye looks at it. But eye is suffering from avidya, wrong knowledge. Oh, this is what it is. This is the truth. So here I am seeing a movie. I'm seeing a movie and I believe everything that is being said there, or all the dance, drama, music, life, which is happening. I say, oh, and then I'm weeping, I'm laughing, I'm thinking, I'm attached to it. When I am attached to it, then this I sense is by avidya, through the power of avidya, is affecting your emotion. Because this I, which is not involved, this is what we were trying to do in the exercise. What are we doing? I separate from the field of my thoughts, emotions, and feelings. I is separate, not involved. When I'm not involved, I won't be happy and I won't be sad because I won't be affected by the emotion. I won't be affected by the emotions. And when I'm not affected by the emotions, oh my God, I am going to be happy, not pleasure. We'll take up this topic. What is the difference between pleasure and happiness? We have a wrong concept of pleasure being happy. So each one of us has our own definition of happiness. A cup of coffee or a drink or a smoke or a thousand and one things with which we become happy. No, you don't become happy. You experience pleasure. So that's a different topic that we can really talk about. Anyway, so we're coming back to I. So I begins to say ye mera. I sense is known as aham, मैं, aham. जैसे ही उसमें मम जुड़ा, मेरा, mum means मेरा, I, मेरा. Aham, mum. The I gets transformed into Jeev. Jeev means ego. It becomes ego. Now the ego is under. If there are any questions here, I'm willing to answer them.
Raviji, you really explained very nicely. Like in the Gita, we read about small I and big I, and you explained it nicely with the subconscious and the conscious mind to bring clear thoughts in our mind from negativity to positivity. And I really admired there, and it made a big change to my way of thinking.
Yeah.
Made it much simpler.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a question here, so I'll answer that. Avidya, Asmita, Rag, Dvesh, and Abhinesh, these are known as 5 afflictions of the mind. इनको क्लेश कहते हैं, संस्कृत में इन्हें क्लेश कहते हैं. क्लेश वो है जो हमारे को पेन देते हैं. क्लेश वो है जो सफरिंग एंड सॉरो बढ़ाते हैं. आई होप that answer is this is what you were looking forward to? Yes. All right. Thanks. So the small things that today we have talked about are essential to the understanding. Whenever all these exercises are being given, they might appear to be like insignificant, but they are very, very significant. And this is what we must understand. But this is merely the beginning. This is merely the beginning. Because what are the problems? The problems is that I am a body. So I'm a body and I have five senses of perception, but I'm alive and kicking. How do I do it? Through my body. The body assimilates. So through five senses of perception, I'm eating. Eating means I am assimilating information. Then I'm breathing. Then I'm eating food. So when I'm eating food, I'm breathing, I am assimilating all these informations. Then there are so many inputs which are coming. There are 19 avenues through which we get information, which affect this I-ness, which changes the body chemistry. So therefore, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which we had taught in chapter 1, verse 4, 5, 6, it has given a procedure. What I'm merely trying to emphasize here, that if we want to say, hey, you said this, I have not been able to cure myself. I didn't see any healing happening to me. You have to make all effort. When you eat something, it goes inside you. It starts to convert into its constituents, then it starts to interact within your internals and create things. Again, go back to your blood report. In the blood report, there is magnesium, calcium, CBC counts, red blood cells, white blood cells, and all kinds of it. Right from urine to your stool to your other parameters, hundreds of parameters. Balance. Imbalance in the body creates a disease, suffering, sorrow. You can do nothing about it. That's the law. The greatest law, probably nobody has ever told, is the law of samatva. Balance. Have a balance. Unless you have a balance, you will not be happy. The state of happiness is a state of balance. State of pleasure is the beginning when you will start to have pain. More pleasure you have, more pain will come to you. And that's so very interesting. This man is crazy. This man is crazy. Not because when you indulge only in pleasure, you are creating an imbalance. And that imbalance is always followed by pain. क्यों कशिश समझ में आ रही है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
As sir, I have learned to be in a balanced state. You
Yes.
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very spiritual person.
Yeah, I know. She's having very
Yeah.
good experiences, like I had earlier told. She's having very good experiences with her meditation, which I had taught her a couple of months back. And
So how do you heal yourself, sir?
me,
I mean,
okay.
how do you heal? How can you heal yourself?
Okay. Yeah. How can you heal yourself? See,
Mm.
I'm following Patanjali Yoga Sutra.
Mm.
Patanjali Yoga Sutra has already given 8 steps, and
Mm.
those 8 steps is Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dhyan, Dharana, Samadhi. These are the 8 steps. And in those 8 steps, the central is the meditation, Dhyan is the central step that you have to take. But if you say only Dhyan, no, not Dhyan. So we do asan means postures.
Okay.
And then we go pranaya. Pratyahara is the internalization of our consciousness. Dhyan, dharana, samadhi, they happen on their own. They all happen on their own. So there is a technique, proper technique, which I teach. And in this technique, we first teach meditation. Meditation means dhyan. What is dhyan? What are the components of it? Why should you do it? What is mantra? We teach mantra. Then there is something known as Kriya Yoga. So we do Kriya Yoga and all these. So these are all available when the healing takes place. Again, I always want to say, if you are just doing one, you say yoga, we say, and we start doing some exercises and all that, that's not going to give you relief, except for some diseases, probably it'll start to give you relief. But when we talk curing internal, which means we are talking of thoughts, emotions, and feelings, then in that case, you have to go for a little more consolidated Patanjali Yoga Sutra, in which asana is an important part. Not that it is not an important part, but it's an important part.
And you teach that, do you?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long is that course? I mean, it's a course, I suppose, is it?
Meditation course is 7 days,
Okay.
7 days. And after that, for a couple of months, every 15 days, we get together to say, okay, what is your progress? How you're doing it? There are some nuances. For example, today when we said we are showing you this exercise, you understood how small things will make a difference in your practice. Exactly that happens in meditation also. Meditation, how to do it. That I'm this Thursday, now that means after 4 or 5 days, I'm taking this class, which is known as manifestation. We call it manifestation. How to manifest health, wealth, happiness, and your desire. That again, we will take it up for 45 minutes or something. And that's also a course that we run. So I'm basically doing 4 courses, which is one is transcendental meditation, not exactly transcendent, but meditation, then mindfulness, manifestation, and we are doing healing.
Thank you.
We'll upload the video tomorrow, day after tomorrow, as soon as we are able to do a little bit of editing, and then you can see it.
Thank you.
And hopefully we see you on Thursday, right?
Thursday, you're going to do a class on this?
Yeah, Thursday. Thursday, we are going to do a class on manifestation, healing. That means I was.
On this
Same
group?
time? Would it-
Yeah, it'll be informed to you. It'll be informed to you. Neha knows what time she's allotted
Thank
to.
you.
So we'll let you know about it. Okay.
Will you also do a class on healing as well?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Because this meditation that you just did, when you said
Yeah.
to concentrate on the nose, the breathing, and you were right that my thoughts were going somewhere, and then I brought it back to my breathing again. That was so true. So I mean, I connected with that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you.
You're welcome.
So if you can do that, that would be really good.
All right. Let's hope everybody enjoyed it. I definitely did. And I'm looking forward to meeting you up on Thursday. And
Thank
good
you.
night. Good luck.
Thanks.
Have a very good weekend.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Ramji.
Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raviji. Looking forward to next week.
Thanks
Yes.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.